Today is day 17. This is also workout number 3 for week 3. We are moving right along, and today we are having kind of like a full muscle reset, okay? We're gonna be doing some SMR, so foam roller will be needed. This is self-myofascial release foam rolling. This is a great way to get any knots, adhesions out of muscles and allow them to relax a little bit more. It is so beneficial and so great, especially for pregnancy, postpartum, and beyond. The way that it just helps your muscles, helps recovery, and also helps you with your training itself is amazing. So we have just a quick little workout today, nothing big, nothing fancy, okay? So go ahead and grab your foam roller, get all comfy, and let's go ahead and dive right on into today's workout. All right, so for today, like I said, we are doing a foam rolling. So what we're gonna do, the first 2 moves, we are only gonna do them once. The rest of the moves are unilateral. So we're gonna do one side all the way through, and then we'll come all the way back to the top and go through on the other side and then wrap it up, okay? Now each move we are gonna do for about a minute. However, if you need to pause, slow down this workout, do whatever you need to do. If one side feels like you really just need to keep working on it, definitely do it. Another thing, if you've never foam rolled before, sometimes it can feel uncomfortable, okay? It should feel like there is pressure, there is tension. If you're hitting a knot or an adhesion, you need to try and stay on it as much as you can. Apply just a little bit more pressure and breathe through it. Allow it to relax, okay? So other than that, let's go ahead and get started. Let's talk about it. Your first one that we're gonna do is for the occipital region here in the back of the base of your skull, okay? So when it comes to the foam roller, it is very important that this never goes on your neck. It is at the base of your skull, okay? So I'm gonna show you real quick. When you're doing this one, you want to trace your fingertips down where you feel your skull end and it start to go into your cervical spine up here. This base of your skull is where we're going, okay? So go ahead and get all comfy, cozy down on the ground. Whoop, it is rolling away from me, my goodness. All right. So, like I said, never on your neck. We are never putting it on our neck, okay? Right here at the base of your skull, all you're gonna do is you're gonna push into the foam roller. You should not push to where your head turns up, okay? Go ahead and push in, straight down, okay? It's as if you're trying to push through the foam roller to get your head onto the ground. Breathe. Again, it should not be pressing down onto your neck. Gently roll to one side for me. Roll to one side. When you feel a spot that feels tender, try and just sit on it for a little bit, okay? On this side, go ahead and just go up and down very gently, very gently. And slowly go to the other side, slowly go to the other side. Just hold here for a few seconds. We're gonna do this one a little bit longer than a minute. Go ahead and go up and down, mainly because this is one that a lot of moms find that these areas are pretty tight. Good job. Just go back to pressing down and holding here. Breathe. If you tend to get headaches, like tension headaches, especially behind your eyes, go ahead and gently roll up. If you find a spot where you're like, ooh, just hold it there, okay? It's okay to hold it there. Go over to the other side if you're able to. If you need to stay on that side, stay on that side. But typically, because of a lot of postural stuff that we deal with as moms, these muscles tend to get pretty tight and can cause tension headaches. We're gonna move on to our back next. So I'm just showing you, but all you're doing is rolling up and down, okay? Ready? Join me right here. So you're going from basically like your shoulder blade area, coming to about mid-back. You are not crunching here, okay? Nothing crazy big like that. Let your back just relax over the foam roller. I'm gonna move just a little bit because I'm like hitting that with my head. If you hear any snap, crackles, or pops, that's okay. Now what we're gonna do next is we're gonna move on to what's called the latissimus dorsi. This is where we're gonna start our unilateral work, okay? I'm gonna show you here in just a few seconds. You have a couple different options as to how you want the foam roller to go, okay? So you're first gonna come onto your side and you're gonna place over. Now you're going to the back of your armpit region here, okay? You're gonna lay on it. Now, you can have the foam roller going like this, or you can have it at an angle, okay? I tend to like it at an angle, totally up to you. Right here, roll on top of it, find that spot. It's at the back of your shoulder. When you feel that tension, kind of like as it goes towards underneath your armpit, and you're kind of rolling a little bit onto the foam roller if you need to. Roll a little bit back if you want to apply more pressure. But notice it's not big, okay? Little movements here. Typically, we'll find a lot of the tenderness kind of around the shoulder blade area closer to the back of the armpit, okay? Just find the spots and hold them, or just keep gently rolling back and forth. Right here. Next one we're gonna do, we're just gonna move on down to our obliques, okay? Get ready, go ahead and come right here. So, base of your ribs to the top of your hips, and just roll. Again, if you find a spot where it's like, ooh, I feel a little tension there, stay there, okay? Roll back just a little bit if you want. Pregnancy, don't roll too far forward, okay? And if this feels too much pregnancy, you can honestly just sit up and roll your hand through your obliques, okay? Now the next one that we're gonna do, we're gonna move on to our pecs, okay? So pregnancy, take your hand and you're gonna do this instead, okay? You're not gonna come onto the ground unless you feel okay to do so. All right, so what you're gonna do, have it kind of at an angle here as you come on down, hitting right here in this front region, okay? Go ahead and come on down. So the front region, where your chest and the front of your shoulder, front of your armpits start to meet, you're going right in there. If you find a spot, stick on it, okay? Now you're not going completely onto your chest, and you're obviously not going completely onto your arm. Don't cross the joint. But we are gonna go a little bit into both the front of the shoulder and just ever so slightly on the side of that chest. There we go. You can move your arm into different positions, going higher or lower. You can honestly just do this if you want. Move it up and down. And what we're gonna do next is we're gonna move on to our glutes. You keep going, I'm gonna show you, you're gonna sit on it, okay? You have a couple different ways that you can go about this. The side that you're working, you can either stick the leg straight out to get the whole glute, take a little bit of the tension off, or you can bring the knee up, just like this. Go ahead and join me. Lean a little bit onto the side that you're working on and get a little bit more target area. Or like I said, extend the leg out and you can get full top to bottom with less pressure, okay? So it really just depends. How much pressure do you want? And then make sure to lean to one side, okay? Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get what's called the piriformis, okay? I like to call it the little nugget. You're going top to bottom here. You're gonna kind of actually stay in this position. You're just gonna bring one leg up, cross it over, kind of creating like a figure four, if you will. Get ready. This is what you're doing right here. So figure four, ankle right above the knee. You're gonna bring that knee in as close to you as much as you can. Lean heavily on this side right here. And you are not doing full top to bottom glute. You're getting right in the middle of it. Right in the middle. And again, if you were like, whoo, feel that, just stay there. Just stay there. Pregnancy, just play with it. If you need to be down here, be down here. Okay, totally okay. What we're gonna do next is gonna be for what's called the TFL. Okay, now the TFL is a small little muscle. It's kind of like where that pocket on our jeans that absolutely do nothing for us is. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're actually gonna come to the side, not yet, I'll let you know when. Come to the side of your foam roller, where your hip is, okay? Once you're all set up here on the side of it, you're gonna ever so slightly rotate in, okay? Get ready, join me right here. Notice how I'm not completely on top of it, okay? That's gonna get my hip flexors, my psoas muscle, and that's not what I'm wanting to do right now. So you're getting that small little pocket area in the front of jeans. What do they call it? The coin pocket, penny pocket. Right here, it's a little movement, Again, so you start completely on your side, ever so slight angle inwards, not total, okay? After this, we're gonna go to adductors. Now, if you were here the last time we did foam rolling, then you know what to expect, okay? Breathe. You're just gonna go to that inside of your thigh. Foam roller is going to become perpendicular, okay, to your leg. Stay on this side, stay on this side. Good job. So right here, becomes perpendicular to it. You're gonna roll in, back out. Again, do not cross over the joint. In as far as you can go that's comfortable, and all the way back out. If again, you find a spot where you're like, woo, just stay there, okay? What we're gonna do after this one is we're going to get those quads, okay? You're doing great. Remember, it's not always gonna feel great. It might be one of those where it's like, it hurts, but it's like a weirdly good pain, you know, because it's like it's working on a knot or an adhesion. And you know, when it comes to the quad, you're just gonna get it again perpendicular to your quads and rotate your leg, okay, for the quad. Get ready, let's go. What I mean by rotate your leg is because if you stay on it straight, you're just getting the belly of the quad, okay? You have a few quad muscles, so move the toes out, move the toes in, rotate up on it a little bit if you need to. Trying to get that whole front part of your thigh up as far as you can go, down right before the knee, okay? Don't cross over the joint. Good job. After this, we're just gonna get calves, and same thing with the calves. Rotate your foot, get different aspects. Now for the calf muscle, when you come onto it, a couple of different options. Right here, or you can cross your other leg on top of it if you want a little bit more pressure, okay? Let's go. Right here. Rotate. Again, if you find a spot where you're like, woo, stay on it, okay? That's how you're gonna get it out. Applying that pressure, breathing through it. And again, if you want more pressure, cross over. All we're gonna do is we're gonna reverse it. Okay, so we're gonna do calf on the other side. Right there is a spot for me, my goodness. We're just gonna do it on the other side and go all the way back up to that latissimus dorsi, okay? You, man, I can feel this one. It's not happy, I can tell you that much. There we go. And switch. Again, cross over if you want a little bit more, okay? It's up to you though. If you feel like you need it, do it. If you don't, if it's enough pressure, stay right where you are, okay? But make sure that you're not just doing this. Okay? Try and let your body move with it so that you can keep that pressure applied to it. Right there. Good job. So after this, we're just gonna go to those quads, okay? Three, 2, 1, let's go. Remember to rotate your foot. After this, we go into those adductors. Remember, perpendicular again to that inside thigh. This quad is not happy, my goodness. It is not happy, guys. Let's go move on to your adductors here for me. And pregnancy postpartum, you can always come up. If being on your belly like that is way too much, always come up just like this. Limit the range of motion, that's okay to do. Or you can also just use your hand. Massage into it. If you have like a trigger point ball, you can use that too, or even a hand roller. You just have to be, with a hand roller, sometimes people will lighten up on how much pressure they apply. So don't cheat yourself out of the work. You're doing great. Tomorrow's a rest day. You're in week 3. How does it feel? How are you doing? Do you have any questions? Anything that I can do to help you? TFL, let's go. I do want to remind you, go ahead and sit on the side and then ever so slightly lean in, okay? Hit that little small pocket area. Studies have shown that people tend to quit around the 2nd to 3rd week of having started anything for a goal, okay? Especially in health and fitness. Don't let that be you, okay? If you signed up for this program, whether you're doing it for free or you're doing the challenger version of it, you made a choice to do this. Show up, okay? Stay true to the word that you gave yourself. Stay true to the commitment that you made before God, and don't quit, okay? You are so close to being halfway through this entire program. We're gonna go back up and get that piriformis, okay? Remember, you're gonna sit on it, right here. Cross it over, pull it in, lean onto that side, get just like the middle glute area here. There it is. Remember, we are taught and told that your yes be a yes and your no be a no. So if you say you're going to do something, do it, okay? Remember what you're fighting for. Remember those goals you have. Remember those whys you have. And remember, if you're doing this as a challenger or if you are in the community, you have access to those fitness and nutrition guides and trackers. Use them, use them. Have a whole area where you can journal out your whys, your goals, create your roadmap, have areas where you can do check-ins, you can journal, all those different things, okay? All right, let's get the glutes. Again, if you want a little bit more pressure, bend your knee like I am. If not, kick it straight out, okay? But still lean on this side. You're going top to bottom glute. There you go. After this, so when we go up to those pecs, okay? So again, you're getting right in here. Okay, this is the area. It's very small. If you want more pressure with it, use a trigger point ball or use the edge of your foam roller to really get into there. It's only if you really want more of that pressure. If not, don't even worry about that. I don't know what is up with my right side. My goodness, everything on this side so far has been like not happy. Good grief, let's go. I kind of find it best with like a little angle. But again, you can do perpendicular too if you want. Sometimes people, depending on where the tightness is, will feel in one area versus the other. And remember, you can move your hand and your arm up and down, front and back. Work on those knots by moving through it while you apply the pressure. It's not underneath your armpit. We're going to the front of it, okay? Front of your shoulder. Into like the side of your chest, okay? We're gonna hit those obliques in just a moment. All right. 2, 1. Let's go. Good job. And again, if you find a spot, stay on it. That's the point of foam rolling. It's not that you're just rolling over your muscles. It's that you're trying to break apart adhesions. You're trying to allow that muscle to relax so that, one, it can repair how it needs to repair. It can regain certain functionality that it might be limited in because there's an adhesion, but also so that it can get stronger, okay? Breathe, breathe, breathe. Last one is that lat dorsi. Again, remember, you can go perpendicular or at an angle. Let's go. You're aiming for the back of that armpit. Slightly lean back for a little bit more pressure. Stay a little bit more upright or a little bit forward for less, okay? And again, it's small movement here. Small, small movement. Good job. If you find a spot, feel free to stay on it. Good job. You can move your arm up and down when you get to a spot too if you want. Move through that adhesion. You're almost there. And relax. Awesome job. That is it for today's workout. Thank you for being here. Now remember, you have a rest day tomorrow if you are following along with the calendar. If you have not gotten your calendar, go to the description, okay? There is a link there. You grab the calendar, the guide, everything for the program, totally free, and then follow along with that, okay? It also gives you insight as to how the program works because it's supposed to mimic 75 hard, okay? So if you want to do that aspect and get way more out of it, make sure you grab that guide, okay? Other than that, that is it for today, okay? Keep at it, mama. You are doing so good. Keep fighting for your goals every single day, okay? Stay true to the word that you gave yourself, all right? Other than that, thank you for being here. I cannot wait to work out with you again. Have a great day, night, week, weekend, whenever it is for you, and I will see you very soon.